You guys, C-section and recovery is not for the weak. It's not for the faint of heart at all. It's the whole journey. I don't know why people say the C-section is easier way out. Easier way, where, how, what makes this easier? Anyway, moving on. This is For Us Moms, a safe space for young women to have real and honest conversations about motherhood. A space for you to feel heard, seen, and understood. And if you're listening, you're absolutely welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of For Us Moms. I'm so happy you're here. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Belema Izengwa. I'm the host of For Us Moms. Can I just say, I feel so happy. I'm proud of myself because we're on episode 11. Who would have ever thought, right? I remember just starting off this podcast and I'm like, yeah, I don't really have a plan. I remember telling you guys in I think the first episode that I don't have the episodes past episode 5. I really didn't. And it's just nice to see, just see the pathway form as I'm, just going ahead what I need to do. So yeah, that's really nice. Thank you so much for the support. I think that is one thing that I didn't really expect. I mean, I expected that the content would be valuable because that's just what I've been chasing, creating valuable content. But I'm overwhelmed by the support and the little community that I'm building of moms. Who would have ever thought? I'm so happy. Thank you to everyone who shares my episodes with their friends, with their mom groups. Thank you so much. You just exposed me to more moms, which is amazing. So I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. It's still in honor of C-section month, which is April. Today I'm going to be sharing with you small habits that I incorporated into my day-to-day post C-section that made my C-section recovery way easier. But first, I have to tell you something. So no one really prepares you, whether it's mentally, physically, whatever, for the fact that after you have a major surgery, a major abdominal surgery like a C-section, you're expected to still go and care for a baby immediately after. I don't think there's any other surgery in this life that you do and you're expected to get up and care for a child after or care for anything after. Whenever you do surgery at any point in time in your life, you're going to see that you are pampered for a week before you even have any form of responsibility. But a C-section is different. You're expected as you give birth to start caring for the child, less than 24 hours after, if not immediately after, depending on what your situation is like. So it's a lot. I'm not even going to front and say that it's not that bad. It's a lot, but there are a couple of things that you can do to make sure that your healing journey is not difficult and is a lot less complex. So hopefully this video helps you if you are planning on having a C-section, or if you just want to know, just in case at some point in the future I decide to do this childbearing thing and I decide to go through a C-section, what do I need to know? Now, disclaimer, I'm not in the medical field. I don't know anything about anything when it comes to the intricate details about actually carrying out a C-section, but I have experienced a C-section, so I can speak from my experience, which is what I'm going to be doing. The first thing I did that made my C-section recovery a whole lot easier, and I know this because of speaking to other people, is I started working within the first 24 hours after my surgery. It was not my choice. It was not my choice. No. I almost fought my doctor. Sorry, my recovery nurse. I did not want to stand up because I was afraid. Mind you, this is the first surgery I've ever done in my life. And again, because of the numbness, right? So before you do a C-section, you're going to get anesthesia that numbs you from your waist. I even think it's a little above your waist, actually, down to your legs. So you don't feel nothing, right? And then slowly after the C-section, you start to regain if you, what would I call it, senses in your feet, and then you're able to raise your feet and stuff like that. Once I was able to raise my feet, my recovery nurse, she came in, she gave me ice to eat, and then she was checking how I was feeling and everything. I was like, oh, I feel okay. Then later, I don't even think it was up to 24 hours now that I think about it. So I was afraid. So when she came and she was like, let's go and brush your teeth. I was like, I don't want to brush my teeth. She's like, yeah. So it's not really about brushing your teeth. You just need to stand up. I just need to get you to stand up and walk. And I just felt like this baby, this baby was just being so mean to me. I just had major surgery. Why do you want me to stand up? Anyway, I saw that there was no winning this battle. So she was very careful with me. She was very, very, very patient with me because I would say that it took almost 10 minutes for me to stand up because I was scared. I was holding her, I was shaking, and then I was finally able to get up and walk to the bathroom. My feet on the floor for the first time, gosh, I felt like my whole intestine and everything. I felt like I could literally feel them moving. It was the craziest thing. But one thing I'll say is that it helps me for sure. Because let me tell you, when I go home, there was a period where for some certain hours, I didn't stand up for like almost the whole day. Let me not even lie. For like the whole day, I didn't get up to do anything. And when I finally got up, I understood why I needed to walk every couple of hours, because there was an intense soreness around my incision that I just knew that, okay, yeah, I need to stand up and make sure that I'm walking as often as I can. The best way I can describe the soreness is like when you go to the gym and you lift weights and then your muscles are sore. You know, if you don't go back, the soreness might go, but the next time you go to lift weights, you're going to feel the same thing, as opposed to if you just keep going, you know, it gets easier. So yes, it's a very similar experience to that. So if you're about to have a C-section, I know everything in your body, your brain, your mind is going to fight against you wanting to stand up. But I promise you, it makes a whole lot of difference when it comes to how you recover. The next thing I did that definitely made my C-section recovery easier was that I wore adult diapers instead of pads. Anyone who is going in for surgery, I would always advise them to take adult diapers over pads, because adult diapers hold way more than pads do. They're also easier to wear and take off. So with pads, you're going to have to bend forward, take out the pad, roll it up, put it in the dustbin, get another one, pull it out of the pack, put the pad on, then bend again to wear it. It's just a lot, right? So I used, shout out to my husband, because he was one that had that suggestion, like to use adult diapers instead. So with the adult diapers, it's just a one-way thing, and then that's that about that. When it's time to take it off, so mine was very easy to take off because I would just tear the sides. I hope you're able to imagine what I'm saying, but I would tear the stitches on the sides and then just take it off and wear the next one, right? Of course, after rinsing and all that, but like, you get what I mean. So adult diapers over pads all day, every day. But then, of course, I know different things work for different people, but if you have the option and you're asking for my advice, I would definitely say take adult diapers to the hospital. This is even if you're not having a C-section, I think adult diapers over pads for even regular vaginal deliveries as well. So yes, that one definitely helped me. The third thing I did after my C-section that I know definitely saved my life was that I took my medication religiously. Like, I was on schedule and on time with my medication. You guys, like, I would tell everyone that I never had pain like recovering from my C-section. I had soreness, and the reason why I think I didn't experience pain was because I was on my medication, and of course by the grace of God. But you see, that medication, if they say take it by 2, I am taking it by 2, because if you waste time, right, the pain kicks in and you don't want the pain to kick in. The only way you can be ahead of that pain is to be on time with your medication. Now, there was something funny that happened to me after my C-section. So there was this medication that was given to me. It was super strong. When I tell you, like, I wouldn't feel anything. Like, even mentally, I would not be stressed. It was like I was in a different space. It was like I was high. And when it was time to go home, they gave me every day in the hospital. So when it was time to go home, they gave me for just like 5 days. And at the end of the 5 days, you guys, I wasn't in pain. I didn't have the soreness as much at the end of 5 days. But you guys, I wanted that medication again. Like, I just wanted to have it all the time. So for my next doctor's appointment, I told my doctor that, oh yeah, so there's this medication that I have that you guys gave me. I need it again because I have a bit of pain, and, you know, recovery, it has just been, you know, I've just been doing my best, but I'm going to really need this medication, like a refill. She looked at me and she was like, yeah, no, we're not giving it to you. You can't take Panadol. I was like, Panadol is not going to do anything to help me, you know, like, just trying to plead my case, right? I was just trying to plead my case. I was like, Panadol is not going to do anything to help me. Like, I really need this one. She was like, I'm not going to prescribe this for you again. And I'm so happy she didn't, because, bruh, that would have become like some kind of dependency thing. You know, of course, I wouldn't know. I cannot say for sure that that's what would have happened. But like, the way that medication made me feel, I'm telling you, I could have taken it every single day, happily. So I'm happy that she didn't feel it for me. However, I'm saying this story to say that if you are in C-section recovery, or whenever you're recovering from a C-section and you find yourself leaning towards a particular drug, it might be the beginning of a dependency thing. So don't ask for a refill. Don't ask for a refill. I know it's difficult. In in that recovery period, you're going to want what you want. And I'm just telling you, like, just for the sake of your future and for your life, don't ask for a refill. But be on top of your medication. It helps like crazy. It's like one of the best things you can do for yourself. Just make sure you're taking your medication on time. Do you understand? On time. Don't even wait 1 minute. Take it on time. That way you're not going to feel any pain. You're not going to feel, you will feel soreness, but you're not going to feel pain from the surgery. Another thing I would say, if you're recovering from C-section, and this really helped me, I mentioned it earlier, is that when you get home, don't be a couch potato. Walk around. You need movement in your recovery. I'm not saying jog, run, go and walk around in your estates. No, I mean like within your house. Maybe like from one end of your sitting room to the next, or like from one end of your room to the next, from the room to the bathroom. You know, like short distance walks like that. Take your time. But don't be a couch potato. Stand up and move. Because if you sit for long, remember what I told you, that incision area is going to get very, very tense and very sore, which just makes recovery longer, harder. Like, it's just not what it is. If you know what to do, then do it. Even if it means like after you sit down on the couch, move from one end of the couch to the other end, right? Every once in a while, just stand up and walk to the other end of the couch and sit down there. Then stand up and walk to the other end of the couch and sit down there as well. The right amount of movement will speed up your recovery significantly. The next thing I would say is when you have a C-section, you can't laugh, cough, sneeze, all of these things aggressively or the same way that you would before you had a C-section, because this is during the recovery process, because your stomach muscles are activated, and the last thing you want to do is pop your scar just because you're laughing. Like, nothing will be funny after that. So if you need to laugh or sneeze or cough, you know, some things are just like coughing. That what can you really do? Is practically a reflex action, right? So if you need to do any of those things, what you're going to do is take your hand and put a bit of pressure over your incision, right? This helps to kind of be a cushion for the effect of whatever action you're doing, whether it's sneezing or coughing or whatever. Don't freehand and cough and sneeze when you've had a C-section. You're going to feel it right there. So just a little bit of pressure. Don't press your stomach. Oh, just hold that area. Why did I just do that? Just hold that area and then sneeze or cough or whatever. It just helps to keep that area secure and also reduce the pressure that goes directly to the incision. You guys, C-section and recovery is not for the weak. It's not for the faint of heart at all. It's the whole journey. I don't know why people say the C-section is easier way out. Easier way where? How? What makes this easier? Anyway, moving on. Another thing that made my C-section recovery significantly easier was my choice of clothing. You see all these leggings, jeans, all these things. Yeah, no. I would not wear anything that is going to put pressure on that, like anywhere around that area, right? I always would wear high-waisted things, even down to my underwear, high-waisted. Oh, by the time I think I was still wearing my diapers. But whatever I needed to wear had to be high-waisted, or I will wear boo-boos. I wore boo-boos a lot during my recovery. All my boo-boos are because of my C-section recovery, because first of all, they're very convenient. Just throw them on and you're good to go. Secondly, they're very comfortable, right? And there's nothing holding your waist, nothing holding your C-section incision area. It's just convenient, right? So you can get boo-boos if you know you're going to have a C-section. Short one, no. Long one, no. Even all these dresses that you tie at the back, all these, like convenient clothes that are loose fitting are the best thing to wear during your C-section recovery. Another thing that I would say will make your C-section recovery a whole lot easier, and I don't know why people don't say this enough, is drinking water. You need to drink a lot of water. You know why? Because the anesthesia and pain meds sometimes cause you constipation, right? So you need water to make sure that you are not constipated, because the last thing you want is to be fighting to get poop out when you've just had major surgery. See, please drink water. Please drink water. Let me tell you. So what I did was that after my surgery, this one was even subconscious. I didn't do it because of like C-section recovery. I just did it because I was always thirsty. And then also I needed to increase my milk flow. I had a 2-liter, was it a 5-liter bottle that was just right beside me every time. So I would drink water. Even when I don't feel like it. When I first started carrying that bottle around, I would have reminders on my phone that would just pop up, like maybe was it every 30 minutes or every 1 hour for me to drink water, right? And in between that, I would of course drink water. So I didn't experience the constipation from anesthesia and pain medications, but I've heard of stories from people who were constipated after having a C-section, and horror. Okay, horror. So if you don't want to experience any of that, then please drink water. Drink as much water as you can. And you can also drink fruit juices, natural fruit juice, so not the one that you're going to go and pour from carton, because that one is not natural, right? So natural fruit juices, just to make sure that your bowels are moving. Because again, the last thing that you want is to be struggling to get poop out of your body after major surgery, because it will not be funny at all. Next thing I would say that made my C-section recovery a lot easier is having all my essential stuff upstairs in the room with me. So if you live in a duplex, or if you live like in like an apartment complex, so that you're not going up and down the steps a lot, it's best to have all your stuff in the room with you. Now remember, I said that it's good to walk around, but then there are certain movements that you don't need to be doing. Like you don't need to be doing stairmaster a few days after your C-section. No, as much as possible, try not to do the up and down steps thing. You can move from one end of your room to the other, but like going up and down the steps, even I found it a bit difficult, in the sense that like you need to activate more muscles to go up and down the steps, as opposed to when you're walking just on like regular floors. So if you do live in an apartment, or you live in a duplex, your essentials, things like water, your phone charger, your laptop if you're working, your iPad, stuff like that, should be upstairs with you, or wherever. If you're spending more time upstairs, it should be upstairs. If you're spending more time downstairs, they should be downstairs with you, because the last thing you want to do is go up and down and up and down when you don't have to. The next thing I would say, I think, might be a bit optional for people, because I know everyone handles their C-section recovery differently. But something I did that made me feel really good every day, or at least every other day, was take a shower after my C-section. Initially, I was afraid, because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have an infection because of like water touching the area and everything. But I just figured that like every day when I would take a shower, I felt significantly better. It was kind of like a brand new world. I don't even know how to explain it, but like, it made me feel a lot better. So I would say, if you're not afraid, and if you have the right appliances — so when I say appliances, I mean like nylon bag and sellotape, so that you can tape over your C-section, so that water doesn't get on your wound — then I feel like you should have a shower every day that you can. It just has a way of resetting you mentally, and just has a way of making you feel better about yourself. Imagine not taking a shower for like 2 days. You know how you feel. So now imagine being in recovery, where you can't do a lot of things, and then you have to take care of a baby, and you are feeling you just want to feel like yourself again. The best thing and the smallest thing you can do is take a shower, which I would recommend. Even sometimes just the feel of water on your body makes a significant difference when it comes to how you feel mentally, emotionally, even physically. So if you are able to take showers — and I don't mean clean your body, because that one you have to be doing every day, but like taking an actual shower will make you feel so much better. Another thing I would say, if you are recovering from a C-section, or you're going to have a C-section, I would say be very, very patient with your healing process. Listen, the one day I tried to say, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I came downstairs and I said I wanted to cook. This was like maybe this week 2 of my healing process. Nobody go tell you, body go tell you. Bro, I cooked though. I cooked the food. I finished everything. When I finished the way my body was feeling, I knew that I had done something I should not have done. I felt so extremely tired. I felt weak. I felt completely like I had just run a 10K run. Like, it was ridiculous, because I didn't have any energy afterwards. And then I just felt soreness, tiredness. And then I was like, okay, yeah, no, it's not time for me to cook yet. I need to relax and rest. So don't try to speed up your recovery journey. It does not help. Your body knows exactly what to do. Resist the urge to snap back. Let me tell you guys. So before I went for my C-section, me, I thought I was going to do a normal regular delivery. And, to the glory of God, things went the other way. But anyway, before I went, I bought waist trainers that immediately after giving birth, I'm going to tie my stomach so that everything can go back to how it used to be before. So as I did the C-section, there's nothing like tying your stomach with waist trainer. It's just not going to happen. Best you can do is like get a belly binder. But anyway, I digress. So after like when I went for my 6 week checkup and then she pressed around the area and then just did checkup and told me, oh yeah, you're good to go. I said, very good. Let me go and wear my waist trainer. Worst mistake. You guys, I couldn't have it on for up to 2 minutes. It felt like my stomach was going to burst, like the incision area, because the pressure was crazy. Now, at that point, I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know why I was trying to do the whole snapback thing. I think it was just pressure, being like my first child, and then like my stomach just felt like it was not mine. Like it just felt like it was not a part of my body. I was just ready for it to be flat again. So I went to go and waist trainer my stomach. You guys, don't try it. Don't try it. If you had a C-section, don't even try it. Get those, those long strips, right, that you can wrap around your stomach. Wrap. Because then you can control the pressure that goes on your tummy. Do you understand? Waist trainer. And it was the one, that one that you first clip. Then you now zip it in. I don't know what I was thinking. Right? Don't make that foolish mistake. I made that mistake so that you don't have to make it. Don't do it. Best thing is to get a belly binder and just, wrap around so you can control the amount of pressure that goes on your incision and on your tummy. Okay. And again, please wait after your 6 week check. Even if you can wait 2 months before you start trying to do anything in terms of like serious pressing your tummy and all that, please wait, right? The last thing you want is for your incision to get popped open. That's the last thing you want. I remember that even though the incision has healed outside, there's still 7 layers of healing that have to happen inside as well. So please be gentle with yourself. Please. And please don't be like Belema that went to go away waist trainer 6 weeks after doing C-section. Please. Please. And the last thing I'll say when it comes to C-section recovery, please be willing to accept help every single time. If your friend calls, how far can I help you? What do you need? Do you need anything? Yes, I need food, pepper soup. Oh, how far? Can I help you with anything? Yes, please, I need someone to come and clean the house. Be willing to accept and ask for help. Because remember, like me now, I was the first person in my friend group to have a baby. Right. Okay, no, my best friend had her baby first. But we were in it together, right? So I couldn't call her for anything. So like my friends, it was their own. They just know how to help me in the best way that they can, which is like, okay, let me come and chill with you, let me come and help you carry the baby. But like there are other things that I know that I could have asked for, but I didn't ask for. Please be willing to ask for help and accept the help that has been given to you. If you need more help, ask for it. Ask in your mommy group chats, ask your friends, ask your parents, ask your siblings, anybody you need to be around for you, tell them to come around. This is not once in a lifetime, but like this is one of those times where you're going to need to lean on your community and your village a lot. So please take advantage of that and lean on them. Okay, yeah, so that's that about my small habits and my tips. If this video helped you or if you learned 1 or 2 things from this video, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Let's see how long it will take to get this video to like 100 likes. And yeah, I'm super excited to be able to give all this information. It makes me feel like all of the things that I went through in terms of like C-section recovery, the emergency and everything, it was not in vain if I can help the next mom or the next mom to be. So yes, I'm extremely grateful to be able to come here and record content, videos, episodes for you guys on the For Us Moms podcast. I said for you guys, for you, my moms, on the For Us Moms podcast. So anyway, till next week, Tuesday, make sure you are gentle with yourselves. Make sure that you take care of yourselves and, enjoy this motherhood journey. We're all in it together. We're all navigating it together. It's not easy, easy, but I mean, that's why we have each other. So yes, please be gentle with yourselves. And I love you. Take care of yourself. Bye.